waiting for it to go live, and I'll let you know when it's live, okay? Because it got to catch up with
Okay.
it. All right. It's taking its time. When you see me look off, I'm going to be looking at the chat section. So I got
Okay.
two different computers running, and I don't have nobody helping me with this part.
All right.
All right, we are live. So tonight, I'm so happy. First of all, I want to thank you for agreeing to come on tonight. And we're going to get a chance to hear some of your music. And so I invited some people on and say, he's going to have some music for you tonight. So
Oh, wow.
my thing is that I want to tell you that I'm very excited about what you're doing. And I believe that your life and what you are doing is going to inspire so many other young people to know that they can do it. But I know, tell you right quick how this is going to go. 30 minutes, because we're on here from 6 to 7. But for 30 minutes, you're going to just share whatever it is that you want to share. And then at some point, I'll start reading from the chat section. But I want you to share some of your beats with us at different points, and I'll cue you on that. But you're a musician. You don't need me to tell you that. So again, thank you for coming on. And so I'm going to turn it over to you. Okay? So let's go.
My name is Corey. I go by CoreyMoBeats. I'm a producer out of Galveston, Texas, G County. 26 years old, and been doing this since I was about 10.
That's all right there.
Making music. Yeah. I'm not a singer. I'm nor a rapper. I just like production side of music. I think that's what makes the song. You wouldn't have nothing without the beat. So really that's it. I live in Colorado now. I moved out here for bigger and better things. I was living a dangerous, bad life back home, and I just wanted to get away from that because I have children now.
Okay.
Got to think for them.
Yes.
That's all I got right now. You got to ask me some questions.
I was just letting you introduce yourself. That's it. Now, and I think that's a powerful thing that you said. And when you were saying about how you were living a life you weren't really pleased with, and you recognize your own discomfort. You kind of want to tell us a little bit about that when you say that it was a life that you weren't comfortable with and you decided to make a move. Because everybody got something that,
To be honest, I don't sugarcoat things. I was robbing. I was stealing.
Okay.
I was doing things that wasn't supposed to be done.
Yes.
And jeopardizing my freedom, basically. Just it was all for the quick buck, of course. But I've always been a working man too. So when I did have to do that, it's because I wasn't working on in between jobs. I never enjoyed doing what I did to get the money. It was just what you got to do to make stuff happen,
Yeah. Hold on.
I wasn't proud of it, and I
just
wanted
one
to
minute.
get out.
Jackie is coming back in for whatever reason. But I want you to continue to explain that, because here's the thing. I brought you on to be honest. Because you have a lot of young people who are listening to you on tonight, and they need to know that they might mess up, but they do not have to give up. So your life is the inspiration. Go ahead.
Electra, check your OBS. You are not live. You're not live.
I'm not?
You're not. Check your... I'm sorry, Corey. Electra, if you could check your OBS.
I checked it, and it's saying that I'm streaming.
Okay, go back and check your YouTube and make sure it's still open.
Okay, it's open because I'm looking at Corey.
On your other.
Okay,
but
this on the I see what you're saying. For some reason, it didn't catch it. So we got okay
Sorry
now.
About that, guys.
No. So
give it a minute.
Okay.
It'll link up.
Okay.
Now you're live. Now you're on. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ducking out again.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Sorry about that, Corey.
No problem.
Now start over, honey.
Yeah, we starting over.
Okay.
If these systems don't connect up right, that's why Jackie, she's our technical director. So sometimes you can
Right.
think something is working, like we would have thought it was just recording. So technically, what we were doing, it wasn't working. So now we're live again. Okay, we're live
Okay.
now. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
because what happens is the viewers, they couldn't see us. So let's start this over again. I'm glad that you're here, and I want you to tell your story. And like you said, being honest, because you're gonna have some young viewers, and they need to know how you got to where you are now, and what inspired you to do so. So let's go with it. Let's go with it. Okay.
All right.
All right.
CoreyMoBeats. You can call me Corey. Galveston County. I rip that all day, all day. Been making beats since I was about 10.
All right.
I enjoy making it. I love it. It's my stress reliever. It's also my way out of a lot of things, and it has helped me and it has shaped me. Music is my everything. Music is my life. I don't think I would be quite living the same without music. On the level of how it makes me feel,
Yes.
And you can ask your questions if you want to.
Okay, I will. One of the things you were sharing with me earlier was the fact how you were, like you said, you was robbing and stealing. I want you to talk about that because young people, how you were able to migrate away from that and become the man that you are now.
Okay. Yes, I was robbing and stealing. The worst ways possible you can think of.
Okay.
I had my hands tied into some big people.
Okay.
So it was really big for me to leave.
Okay.
Either I was going to lose my freedom or lose my life.
Okay.
Yeah. I met this beautiful lady that I'm with, wonderful woman, my future fiance that I'm with now. She so happened to have 2 boys, and I fell in love.
Yes.
And I vowed to raise them differently and give them the better life that I had and kind of guide them in the way that I didn't have no one guiding me.
Yes. And you know what,
So,
Corey, right there, I'm going to interject right there. It's so important for you to say that, and the reason why is I hear a lot of young men, because I work in the college system, and I hear a lot of young men say that. It's basically like, I didn't have my dad, and my mom did all she could, just kind of things like that. And I know it can be vice versa, but what I hear the most is the fact that dad is missing out the home. And a lot of, I'm going to say black males, that factor is not there in the home with many of them. And they do feel like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, because mama can only go, her voice only goes so far. So your experience with that, can you kind of share with us, like if you were sitting with another young man, say that he just got in your shoes when you was whatever age, when you start identifying that I don't have a male role, what would you tell a group of young boys?
Find it. Meaning when I say find it, you can find that father figure in your favorite celebrity, your favorite artist, your favorite author, anything. You can find that father figure into something. Go to your uncle. Uncles are there too, believe it or not. My uncle was there for me. My dad was there. He was just in jail.
Okay.
My dad paid for my prom. Whenever he was out, he took care of me. He did things for me. If I need something from him, I do it. But it's just that time, like you said, in the home.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like I had to go visit him, or I had to wait till he get out, or we had to meet up halfway, and, because we stayed in Houston and he stayed in Texas City and Lamar, so He was always there, but he wasn't there enough for me to learn from him. You
Yes.
know, I learned the bad things from him. You know, I
Yes.
learned how to hustle and how to
Mhm.
sell drugs and all that from him.
Mhm.
He never taught me. I
Mhm.
just by watching. You know, you soak up everything if you're around. As a kid, you soak up a lot, and
Right.
so I soaked that up on that end. My mother was there
Mhm.
for me as much as I can. I was a bad child. I was
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm still living. If she had her way, she'd probably wring me by my neck, and I would probably be somewhere. If
Yeah.
she had her way, but I changed. I went through it, and I made it through. But as far as like having a father figure, you need that somewhere in life as a male.
Uh huh.
You know, I won't say you need it because some people just have their mother and they still turn out to be good men.
Yes,
You know,
that's
that's
true.
the but
Mhm.
but to me, I feel like they had somewhere along the line of a father figure to help them, whether it be their football coach, their basketball coach. Like mine in school was my coaches,
Okay.
and as I got to teenage level, Uncle Curtis
Uh
was
huh.
that to me. That's my father. I look at
Yes.
him as my father, you
Okay.
know, because he's been there the most and he's
Mhm.
taught me most of the things, almost everything that I know now, as far as raising these kids,
Yes.
protecting myself, knowing my
Mm.
rights for what's going on in today's age, protecting yourself, things of
Mhm.
that nature, saving your money,
Mhm.
investing your money,
Mhm.
um, all of that. But I just say don't just end your life or think your life ain't nothing because you don't have your father. You know, most of the
That's
time it's like that for a reason.
yes.
You know, maybe God removed him from
Mhm.
your life for a reason, so that
Mhm.
that might cause trauma as you get older. You know,
Yes.
you might be
Yes.
messed up by that. But
Mhm.
my advice to them, or my advice would be, is just to look for something. You know,
Mhm.
read about it, find philosophers. Martin Luther King is a good father figure you can look up to,
Mhm.
or just any of the people that LeBron James. You know, it's a good
Yes.
father figure. You
Yes.
know, my my art, me liking music.
Uh huh.
Uh, I really like love how Will Smith treats his kids, how he
Yeah.
moves through life,
Uh
you know, how
huh.
he thinks positivity over everything, you know.
Yes.
He shaped me as well. So if I didn't have Uncle Curtis, it'd be Will Smith, or
Yeah.
you know, it'd be somebody, Denzel Washington. I love how he
Yes.
carries himself, and
Yes.
like it's just things like that. You can find it. You can find it.
Yes.
Don't give up. You know, you don't, like what I told my friend, you don't need your father.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you don't necessarily need your mom to live, you know, because you
Mhm.
came in this world by yourself.
Yes.
So you should be able to handle it by yourself, you know,
Yes.
as a grown person. You know, as a
Yes.
child or teenager, that's different, you know,
Mhm.
because you need that. You know,
Yeah.
you need that. But that would be my advice
You
to somebody
You know,
dealing with that.
and I'm gonna just interject right here because what you're saying is such powerful statements, and I don't want us to lose anything here because I know that there are young men right now crying out. I'm talking about, like you said, when you were 10, you attached yourself to music. And then you
Mhm.
also said something of very much importance. It may not always be that he's in your life, but God knew it was for your good. Because
Right.
look at what you was absorbing in your mind just for seeing him
Mhm.
the little short times that you saw him. Think
Right.
about if you had been with that 100% of the time. So really what I
Hmm.
hear you saying, I'm just regurgitating in this conversation. What I hear you saying is the fact that you're thankful that he was in there at
Yes,
the
ma'am.
points he were, but you are also thankful that he wasn't in there 100% of the time. So is that what
Hmm.
I'm hearing you say? Because I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you, Corey, I have had young men sit in my office and tell
Hmm.
me, like, Miss James, I was so bad on the dope scene, and
Hmm.
I just felt like that's all I could do. But when
Right.
the big people came and they kicked my door in, and only thing I could think of, I didn't even think about my pops because that's what they say.
Hmm.
All I could think about, man, my mama gonna be so hurt, and I heard that more than one time. My mom gonna be so hurt because
Right.
and they'll just I mean, like they be in tears.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can you kind of share with us how maybe when you say that you were doing the things you were doing, and I want you to be open about it. This is an open
Oh
interview.
yeah, I am.
And did you ever think like that? If you ever got to the point, because these guys did Fed time.
Hmm. Um, I never got to that point. I was
Mm-hmm.
always smart with it.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I had Curtis and my mama teaching me that, I had backup plans. I
Uh-huh.
was smart with my badness, if that makes sense,
It
with the
does.
dirt I was doing. I,
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
wanna
allow myself to get caught.
okay, okay.
I did things in a way where I can watch my back, where I won't jeopardize my freedom, but still make the money.
Mm-hmm.
But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I still had a job.
Okay,
This
okay.
was just like extra money. I've always been raised to work. Like
Uh-huh.
that's what I be trying to tell kids nowadays. Work. Get you a
Uh-huh.
job, even if it's quick. You can still hustle, do your little side hustle or whatever to make your money, but have a job.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
looks good on your resume.
Yes.
When you get you can't sell drugs forever.
Mm-mm.
You
Mm-mm.
can't sell drugs forever. It don't last forever. You can look at every big mob boss you can think of. You can watch Snowfall, the
Uh-huh.
TV show right now.
Uh-huh.
That shows you that it don't last forever.
Right.
Everybody gonna want to get out at the end. It
Mm-hmm.
shows you that it's more about life is more about money.
Okay,
Life
okay.
is more about
Elaborate
getting
on that.
money.
Elaborate on that for us a little more. I'm talking about
Because
for viewing purposes
I've
now.
I've worked in this example. I worked in a refinery
Mm-hmm.
when I first got in. I worked in a refinery. I was making about probably 15, 16 a week, right?
Okay.
um 712s, um per diem and travel pay. So
Okay.
I was a month, I would probably see close to 20,000 if I saved my money
Okay.
a month,
A month.
right? So I've had the money,
Uh-huh.
but yet I still wasn't happy.
Oh, okay.
I,
Okay.
I still wasn't happy. I had all the shoes I can think of, all the clothes I can think of, girls, all that
Uh-huh.
stuff. It didn't matter. That stuff didn't satisfy me. It didn't do that. It didn't do nothing to me.
Yeah.
That's how I know it just wasn't about money.
Uh-huh.
So I started looking deeper and figuring out that life is really about love and sharing what you gained
Yeah.
throughout life.
Yeah.
Passing that knowledge that you learned down to make the next generation better.
Uh-huh.
Let next generation don't make that same mistake that you did.
Uh-huh.
You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
more than that. I get more fulfillment out of pleasing my kids and making
Yeah.
my woman happy,
Yeah.
making my family happy, and
Yeah.
getting money.
Yeah.
Seeing other people prosper is more, how would I say
Rewarding.
that?
It's rewarding.
More rewarding,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Uh-huh.
to me
Uh-huh.
than just getting money. Because
Mm-hmm.
money come and go. So I look at money as a tool. You can't do nothing in life without money,
Right.
but you don't need it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It ain't a necessity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But you can't do nothing without money. So that means like you can't eat, you
Uh-huh.
can't go to work, you can't get a car, you can't do that. You can't do nothing without money.
Uh-huh.
So therefore, I look at money as a tool.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, uh, prayer, meditation,
Mm-hmm.
all those things. That's what make life better. Looking at the bright side. Go outside. That's why I moved out here because
Yes.
you can't stay outside in Texas. It's too hot.
It's
Out here it's cool every day.
you better say that
Every day
again.
it's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool every day. You ain't got to do that. But when it's cool like that, you pay attention to life more.
Yeah.
You be outside and you'll watch a bird fly, and then you'll just be like, wow,
Uh-huh.
like that bird is really flying.
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you.
It makes
If that
sense.
makes sense to you.
It do.
Because it just shows you how free you can be in life.
Yeah.
If that bird can do whatever it wants to do, like fly, why
Mhm.
can't you?
Yeah. Yeah. You
You
know.
got to evaluate your life to see why you're not flying.
Oh, now that's a powerful statement. That is so powerful because I believe that a lot of our young people today, if they don't make it in sports, because they're getting all of these promises as they're going through the public school system. And for whatever the reason, they feel like if I don't make it in the NFL, if I don't make it to the NBA, I'm just going to give up on life. What would you
Yeah, I feel
say
like
to someone? Because I believe I hear it a lot. There are so many young people that feel like if I don't make it in the sports arena, and here's my response before you respond. I always say, you're more than one thing. You're more
Mhm.
than the sports world.
Exactly. You got a
So,
brain too.
mm-hmm.
No,
That's
you're not just. It's not just your physical strength or whatever that's gonna get you to where you need to be. You got to have a brain. Like example, what I would do for somebody like that, I would
uh-huh.
actually show them
Uh-huh.
somebody like who is an example.
Uh-huh.
Like just to think about all the players that decided to finish school instead of just going to the pros,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know, getting that education. You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I'm this top scholar, I'm a Heisman Trophy winner in football. But when
Uh-huh.
you get old, you think you just gonna live off that football money,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh-uh.
because when you get that money, you gonna buy you a house, you gonna feed your family, you gonna buy everybody else something. How long that's gonna last, you know? That's
Yeah.
why a lot of football players, you see, they when they in school while they're playing sports,
Uh-huh.
finish in college, you know,
Mm-hmm.
online or whatever,
Yes.
and so they get a degree in business. So when
Yes.
you do retire or so happen to get injured and you can't play no more, you
Mm-hmm.
got a whole business degree. And you can start you a business legitimately, and you can still make your money. You can still be something.
Yes.
You know,
Yes. Yes.
always have you a backup plan.
Okay.
That's my answer to that.
Yes.
Don't ever think that what you got going is gonna be what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have firsthand experience on that.
Okay.
You know, like me, I love sports. I wanted to be in sports so bad. I was the athletic person and all that, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't my calling. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
ended up doing something else, which is getting a refinery. You know, if I
Yeah.
would never gotten a refinery, I'm pretty sure I'd be in them streets and I probably wouldn't have the resume I have now or the
Mm.
knowledge that I have now.
Oh yeah.
You know, working that job, I learned from the people in like the people who worked in the plant. They had farms, you know,
Oh,
but
okay.
they was just working. They was just working the plant job to get some money, like to buy feed and
Mm-hmm.
hay and to
Mm-hmm.
upkeep their farm. They don't want to work here forever. They just getting this little quick
Yeah.
extra money so they
Mm-hmm.
can put it into investing to what they really, really want.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
therefore you won't have to work forever, and you won't have to even think about what I'm gonna do if I don't make it to the pros,
Yeah.
or what I'm gonna do, or what I'm gonna do. You know, you
Yeah.
get to that stuck part, like what I'm gonna do. You know,
Yeah.
and then you get lost. You know, always think ahead, always plan,
Uh-huh.
always have another goal. You know, my
Yeah.
my my dream was to be a marine biologist. That's crazy, huh?
No. Uh-uh. Because you can be
I
that.
wanted to be a marine biologist. Now I'm making music. You know,
That's okay,
so
because we never know which direction that life is going to take us. But you said something really powerful, and I am so happy that you said that when you started talking about having a backup plan. Because some of these young men, their hearts are so broken, and they don't realize that education is number one. Even if you get a scholarship in sports, the main thing is not to go to college and say, I'm going here, I'm playing sports, and I'm going to be in the NFL. No, I'm going here because my education is first. So if I don't get in the NFL, I still got that degree I can walk away with. That's what I hear you saying. I'm just regurgitating in this conversation because
yes, ma'am.
what I'm
That's
hearing you say.
exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see so many broken hearts because it's one thing in the public school system, but it's another thing when you get ready to say, I'm past that point. Now you got to get
Yeah.
in that, got to get a greater plan than what you had. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's basic. Yeah,
go
you're right.
ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, it's basically more like how you said. It's just like having that backup plan. Therefore, you won't feel the way you feel or the way
Mhm,
you could feel. I
mhm.
always think positive about everything. Like I thank God for my downfalls. You
Yeah,
know,
say that again.
when I was coming up in my, I thank God for my downfalls. Like this sound crazy. This is a true story. This is what made me have faith in God more. You know, everybody have that awe moment that you had with God, where my lights had cut off,
Okay.
and when my lights cut off, I immediately was like, "Thank you, God.
Mhm.
I must need this." You know, and I
Mhm.
said, "Thank you, God, for that." And like the next day, I got a random check, a
Oh.
deposit to my account, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I felt like just being positive is what got me that, you know, being
Okay.
thankful. You like,
Yeah.
you know, I thought of it as like instead of me thinking that it's a bad thing, I thought like this is God telling me that you need to pay your bills.
Yeah.
Stop buying weed and stop getting liquor and pay your bills. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure if I would have had a heart attack or died or been crying and didn't know what to do, I
Yeah.
wouldn't have got it.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not what God was trying to teach me to gain.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that gain that confidence and know to be responsible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be more responsible. Don't come to me crying to me when stuff hit the fan.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
come to me at all times.
At all times.
You know,
The good and the bad.
so that's what I learned. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
From that.
Now you was in Texas and you shared with me, not on here, when we were having a conversation last week, and you was telling me, and I want you to share this on here, how you left Texas to get and ended up in Colorado, and the reasoning behind that, I want to hear that.
Okay.
That's powerful.
I like telling this. I love telling this story because I'm so proud of myself, me and my fiance. So we was struggling back home. For some reason, I couldn't find a job. I got the resume of a white man, like I told you before.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing that I don't know how to do. And this is not a fake resume. This is everything that I know how to do. Forklift driving to a little bit of welding, to a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I have resume, warehouse work, you know, all that. I have the resume. I couldn't find a job, oddly. That was odd to me. Like, why can't I find a job? I don't have no criminal record. I don't have none of that. Why can't I find a job, right? So I was living in my car and I was going to the library every day, educating myself on something to do than just crying and moping and thinking like nobody wants to give me a job. I just came up with the fact to move. I was like, I'm not doing nothing here. Nothing is good for me. The friends I'm around ain't prospering. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't trying to go nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm the only one trying to go somewhere. So why? I don't want to leave my friends necessarily, you know, but I want to separate myself so I can grow. Hopefully, if I can grow, then I can show them how to grow too.
Yeah.
Instead of just saying, get them. I ain't for to be my friends no more. I left and learned something and went back to help them. So I did that. I just looked up Colorado. I guess it was God that had me want to go to Colorado in the end. But I had worked a job in Wyoming and I had to fly back home from Denver, but we were stuck at the airport for 6 hours. And so I caught an Uber to the city of Denver and fell in love with like in 2 hours. And when I went back home, that's when I was like, I think I'm finna move to Denver. And couldn't find a job. I put in applications out here, then I put in the same applications in Denver, and they were hitting me up so fast. And they were willing to wait for me to get out here.
That's all right there.
To work. Right. And it's not just one job, it was multiple jobs, you know, and that showed me that I need to move. So I just went home, went to my mom, I said, Mom, I think I'm about to move to Denver. She was like, when? I said, tomorrow. And she was like, tomorrow? What? You know? Yeah. So the girl I was with at the time, we packed up and we moved out here. But that's besides the point. But I'm going to talk about what I had with the one I'm with now, because that's the story. I failed the first time. Remember this, I failed the first time I came out here.
Okay.
I gave up and I went back home.
Okay.
It was something I shouldn't have done. When I got back home, I met her, fell in love, and it was going through the same path. So I was like, let's move to Denver, right? And she said yes with no hesitation. So we had two boys. She convinced her dad to watch them while we go out here and get situated. We came out here with $500. I did some scamming and stealing to get the hotel that we had. I booked it for a week. I stole some, I'm gonna be honest, took somebody's credit card, used the credit card and got us a room out here for a week. We had $500. I told her, we thought about this all together. I said, look, we might have a chance. We might be homeless. You know, when you get a job, your first check don't come until probably 2 weeks after you start. We only got the room for a week.
Yeah.
You know, so we gonna be on the street for a little bit. She said, okay, she agreed. We ended up staying in the hotel. I had the job out here. We ended up living on the street for probably about a week and a half. We slept in this jungle gym at this park. We climbed up, slept in the jungle gym at the park at night. She worked at a hotel. We had our suitcases, so we used to drag the suitcases everywhere we went. We rode the bus. We have a car,
Okay.
So we was riding the bus and walking everywhere. Um, and we were steady going through stuff. But we never lost the faith, never lost the faith, never lost the faith. I ended up getting a permanent job at this warehouse. They ended up treating me bad. I ended up leaving and end up getting this new job I have now with the bio cleanup, the hoard cleanup, the job that I do now that pays really, really well. I end up doing a hoard and coming across uh, something that changed my life.
Okay.
I ain't gonna really get into details on
That's
that because I
okay.
don't want nobody to know how much money I got. But I came across something that that changed my life completely. Like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it's over $100,000. Let me just say
That's
that
good.
what we came across,
Yeah.
and we were dead broke, dead poor on the street, living with somebody else. And by faith and prayer and never giving up because we were in the situation, I feel like God blessed us with that,
Yeah.
and that's what got us going and got us off our butts,
Yeah.
and we just did it. So my basically, I'm just saying, like, sometimes you gotta change life dramatically in order to see the results that you're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to take that leap,
Yes.
even though if it ain't, you're gonna have to be homeless, but you got to see the bigger picture in it,
Yeah. That's all
and that's
right.
what I learned from that. That's
Oh.
what I learned from that, and I like telling people that because we did this in under a year.
Uh-huh.
Oh, probably under what? Yeah, it took us a year,
She's in the room
but
with
we
you?
got it.
She's in the room?
Yes, that's my support.
She can
That's my
sit next
baby.
to
That's
you.
my
She can sit next to you.
real.
Yeah, she can sit
Nah, she
next to
not
you.
camera ready.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like she not camera ready, but
Oh, okay.
that's
'Cause
that's my that's my that's how the Bible said. That's my real.
yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's all
So
right. Well, tell her we send
that's
her
the.
love too.
But
Look,
I just
you.
want to let everybody know that you can do it. If you feel like you can't do it, if you feel like it ain't working out here, leave.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else. Maybe it's the people you're around. Maybe it's your environment. You
Yeah.
gotta figure that out. Sometimes self-care is more important than anything else in life to me.
Yes. That's.
Self-care is more important than your mama.
Uh
It's
huh.
more important than your daddy.
Uh
It's
huh.
more important than your friends.
Uh huh.
That's you.
That's
If
you.
you don't have yourself together, you can't prosper at all,
Yeah.
whether that be in depression, anxiety, or things of that nature. Because I have both. I have
Yeah.
anxiety and depression real bad. I have sleep paralysis bad,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But that's just showing people that you can still do something. You can have all these disabilities and all of that, but you can still beat something.
That's
You
all
can
right.
fight that. You can find your way. As long as you want to. You have to want to, though.
You
A
gotta
lot of
want
people
to.
can say that's all they want. They can say, yeah, I know what I can do, I know what I do, but they don't do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
me, I push to her, do it. Don't sit here and tell me what you gonna do or what you could do or what you about to do. Do it.
Do it.
I really don't care about what's coming out of your mouth saying what you don't do.
Yeah.
I'm all about action. You gotta show me, and that's with everything. That's with everything. I tell that to my sister. Like, don't call me crying. You can call me crying to vent, but don't call me crying just
Just
looking
to
for
be crying.
something or looking just to be crying.
Yeah.
No, because I don't want to hear that. I want to hear positivity. Okay, tell me what you're going through. Like, now tell me what you fit do to not feel that way.
Yeah.
If you don't know, think about it. I stay on the phone until you get it together. Think about it.
That's all right.
Because life too short. Because like I told you on the phone, life is way too short. God forbid I can die tomorrow, But if I die tomorrow, I know I'm gonna be happy because I did what I wanted to do in life.
That's all
And
right.
I left the earth happy. I left the earth with something that my kids can gravitate to and learn from and use.
Yeah.
I'm making investments now, so if that do happen, that my kids will be straight. I'm trying to get to that level. So
That's
that's just how I am. I'm 26 now, by the way. So
That's all right.
that's a big number.
that is.
But that's a big number for a person to go through what he's been going through and have made it.
Yeah. That's all
I,
right.
I was in the system for a little bit, foster care system. It wasn't a long time, but I was in that, and I've seen kids not make it. I know kids nowadays who still can't get it together.
Still can't get it
You know?
together, and that's sad because like you said, being negative is it just don't work. It just don't work. You got to
Not at
think
all.
positive, like you said, how you would tell your sister, okay, I heard all that, but now I got time to listen to what you're going to do about it. Because what I've
Yeah.
learned in life, that kind of stuff drains you when you're around people and all they have is negativity. But
Negativity.
I got a whole section here I got to read out because people been chatting. So I got to read off
Oh,
some of the stuff on what they
go ahead.
saying. But I want you to share some of your beats with us before tonight is over. Okay?
I will. I will.
Okay, so let me start with this. Uh, love you too. That's my grandson coming through. uh, one of the viewers said, your transparency is amazing. And then another viewer is just, kind of waving and letting you know that they're there. Another viewer says, I think that there are also young men who have a man in the house, but he has no time for the child. It's important to find
That's the excuse.
Okay.
That's an excuse.
That's an
To me,
excuse.
that's an excuse. As a man, you should be able to want. You should be able to want to. You should make that time. There's no. If you got a job that's taking more of your time than your household, then you need to change your job. You know,
Okay.
like me, I got a job that have the weekends off. I'm not gonna accept no job who got me working on the weekend because I need time for my kids and my family and myself.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, so I'm not neglecting that, but I'm just saying whoever said that, always remember that a man is a man and a man should be a man.
Okay, that's a
Regardless.
good statement. You need to put that on a shirt. That needs to be on a shirt. So the next
I
time
am.
you put that on the shirt, then what you do is you make sure you see what things that you gotta say. Just put them on the shirt. Because that's something to remember. So then another viewer said, you are speaking greatly. And then another viewer says, wise young man. And then another viewer says, I wish my nephews would tune into this. That's another viewer saying that. Another viewer says, great analogy. And then another viewer just kind of say, as you're talking, wow. Another viewer says, this is powerful. I'm just trying to get through some of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then another viewer says, Steve Young went pro after he finished law school and is now a lawyer. Another viewer said,
See?
yeah, just what you were saying.
Yeah.
Another viewer says, was already a pro when he finished law school. And then another viewer said, plans A, B, even C. Never just one plan. That's what you were saying in that too. See, everybody's listening to what you're saying. They study coming.
Yeah, no, I see.
Let's see. Another viewer says, so true. True for everyone, not just athletes. That's something, what you're saying is not just meant for athletes.
Yeah.
And then I have another one says, you're so right. God is not a fairy godfather. He is only pleased and responds to faith. And today, that's what you sharing with us a lot is your faith. Another thing is how a viewer says they like how you dabble in investing. And then another viewer says, don't put off something when God tells you to do it.
Yes, I learned that the hard way.
Yes. Then I got another viewer says our attitude determines our altitude. And then someone sends a lot of smiley faces. They liking what you were talking about. Another viewer says that they love your attitude. You got a wonderful attitude. You do. Positive.
Yeah, thank you.
And then another viewer says a lot of people aren't willing to get their hands dirty. Sometimes you got to dig in the dirt to find the diamonds. And then, someone just saying, amen. So, Oh man, I'm just so excited. I've been excited ever since you accepted my invite to this platform. So people are, putting things in there, but I know we got 20 minutes left, and I want you to share some of your music with us. Can you do that with
Mhm.
us tonight?
I, I hope it sound good, but I'm
Hey,
finna play something.
just give us a little taste of it. Because I told people that you was gonna be bringing some of your music in, and I like the fact, Corey, how you said you've been doing this since the age of 10. That is awesome.
Oh, can I say how real
Yeah,
quick?
this your interview. You go
Um,
with
oh, this is crazy. So I started making beats on Granny computer, your computer at your
it.
house when you stayed. Where'd you stay at?
When I was in
It
the
was a
apartment
lake. It was some apartments with a lake.
yes,
Some apartments that
Lakeview.
was across the
Lakeview.
street. Yes. Okay. You had this computer, and it was they had this Sprite thing where you make a beat for Sprite, and they had
Yeah.
like the whole program. And
Uh-huh.
so I started on that at
Uh-huh.
10 at your house, and then you had moved to some apartments two off
Uh-huh.
the freeway.
Yeah, yeah.
I was using that computer still, and then as I got into school, I had a computer class,
Uh-huh.
and I failed that class
Uh-huh.
because I used to always go to this little website and make music. And I
Okay.
still have those beats to this day. Like the first beats I ever made, like when I
Uh-huh.
was like 12,
That's so
13, I still have
when
those.
you used to come
But
to my
that's how I
house.
started.
Oh,
That's
okay.
how I started. But then as I got older, I started making my beats by myself. I never told nobody I made beats.
Mm-hmm.
I never I just did it for me. Like I said, it's my stress reliever for my depression. I just
Yeah.
get lost
Okay.
in the music instead of going out and doing something I ain't supposed to.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, like that. And then I used to when I didn't have a laptop, I used to always go to Guitar Center
Uh-huh.
and stay in Guitar Center all day and just play on the keyboards and use the little stuff they had for free, like the stuff you could test and use. I stayed in there to the point where they knew my name. If I was old enough, they probably would have gave me a job.
Oh, okay.
I was
Okay.
in there so much. I was in
Yeah.
there so much, and I go to different guitar centers and did that because I didn't have the money. And then as I got older, I started getting money. I started buying the stuff and
Mm-hmm.
making my music. And now I'm just fully indulged in it.
Yeah.
I've actually my whole washroom is a studio.
Oh,
Turn my washroom into a studio.
I'm telling you,
I'll
you
show you
are
later.
amazing. You are
Yeah.
amazing. Now
So
Aunt Lecture would have gave you that laptop if I figured that he really enjoying it. Cause that's just how I am. I just didn't know. But I would have gave it to you. Because I was in a
yeah, I was.
position to buy another one. If you had
Mhm.
told me, hey lecturer, I really like that laptop and I'm using your laptop and I'm making beats, I'm telling you, I honestly would have. Because my thing is you can't grow in life whenever you are not willing to help somebody else grow. You can't do it
Mhm.
because what you do in life, uh, it's just like why do you want to be the only one to prosper? Why?
Right.
When you can
Right.
help. What you are doing tonight, Corey, this is the honest to God truth. What you are doing tonight, you don't have a clue how many lives this gonna touch. Even after this interview is over, but I'm gonna have you back on here because you're gonna have to come back on here with another interview.
I come on here. I don't care.
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah.
like it. I like it. This is my first interview. I don't. I hated therapists growing up because they
Mm-hmm.
threw them on me. You
Okay.
know, um, and I've always been quiet.
Uh-huh.
So this is like really my first time really talking to somebody besides my friends or my lady
Uh-huh.
about anything.
Yeah.
So this is a first for me as well. You know,
Yay! And
I
I
want to
got
thank you.
thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. You
I
are
want to thank
so
you. Well,
welcome.
I'm for to play this beat real quick. I really don't know what to play, but I'm for to play something from my Soulful Vibes tape.
Okay.
It's more of a just chill stuff. It's not too rappy or too,
Hey,
a
hey,
too
this
too.
is this is your art, this is your work, and we here to listen. Okay?
Uh, Okay. This one. Let's see. Tell me if you can hear it good.
Okay. I do. I hear it.
Okay.
I have crippling depression.
Okay, that's one.
Okay.
I want to show. You got me happy. You got me crunk right now.
Hey, I'm over here too. I'm a chair dancer.
I gotta find something. So I know you know this song. You know "Sparkle" by Cameo.
Yeah.
I know you know "Sparkle."
I do.
I see that "Sparkle." Okay,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I've been redoing that. I'm finna just show you that.
Okay. Hey, somebody say they grooving. You got to come on with it now. You got to throw us something else now. Come on now. I have crippling depression. All right. I like that. Yeah. It's all right there. I love music.
Yeah.
I love music. I'm telling you. My uncle Huey Long, he was with the original Ink Spots. So if you get a chance, just
Oh, you told me that.
yeah, he was with the Ink Spots and Huey Long and you remind me so much for the love of music. It's awesome. It's awesome. We got.
Thank you. I love it. I listen to everything you can think of. I don't harbor myself just to R&B or rap. Like I actually got like Chinese songs, African songs,
That's all right.
Mexican songs,
That's okay.
country,
If
like all that.
Jackie's coming back in, because she might have, before you go off, she's coming back in. My technical director, I think she probably got a few things she trying. You had everybody ginned up. I know you're not just gonna leave us without no music tonight. Jackie.
Hi, Corey.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to publicly acknowledge that you didn't write that, okay? It's a
Oh.
copyright issue.
Uh,
I'm so sorry.
I do not own copyrights to that song. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I forgot about that. Because I deal with that myself too.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just needed you to acknowledge that before you went off the air.
I'm glad you said that too, because it just reminded me to do that when I post that.
All right. Okay. Anyway,
See, I wouldn't
I'll
do
back
that.
out now.
I wouldn't have known that.
Forgot. That's a struggle making music. If you want to like sample something and use the song that's already been used, you have to do that. You know, or they won't sue you or anything, but they'll deny you from even posting it. You know, or like on Facebook, I learned Facebook will mute your whole post. They'll let you post it.
YouTube will do that as well. YouTube will do that as
Yeah.
well. So we have to acknowledge.
Okay.
I got you. Thank you for doing that, though.
No problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry I interrupted. This is the most fantastic interview. Of course, I say that every week, but this is a fantastic interview. It gets better and better. Thank you. I'm ducking back out, okay?
Okay, thank you for letting us know that. Thank you. Okay, so Corey, you got some more groove for us? You want to say something else? Cause you know you came in on us now. You came in on us with that music and oh my God and then you just lit everything
I'm gonna play
up.
one. I'm gonna play one more, and then I'm gonna need everybody to go look for this music and support me,
Okay.
please.
Say it again. Say it again.
Support me.
Support.
Add me on Facebook or whatever. If you want me to support you, I love supporting Black folks. I love supporting the movement. I love supporting if you have your own growing and trying to grow because I'm trying to do the same.
Okay.
All I ask for is support. You don't got to buy it. You ain't got to do none of that. Just listen to it. I get my proceeds off of you. You can push and play.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't want to listen to it, push play and let it play. Turn it off. I don't care. But support me, please. Add me.
You got that.
So I can. I love that. But I'm for to play a few more, two more.
Okay.
Y'all, real quick.
Okay. We ready.
Wait, I don't own copy. Well, I don't have to do that. I own this.
You own this, huh?
I have
One more.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites.
Okay.
I have a question.
They gotta go listen to everybody themselves. I just say this: I have the perfect music, the perfect beats to clean up to, ride and chill to. I make my music because I like to drive. I don't know. I like driving, listening to music.
Yeah.
Like if you like doing that, this is the. All my music is perfect for that.
Yeah.
I don't make it just for people to rap or sing on it.
Okay.
I make it so you can listen to it and feel it.
How do you purchase your music before we get off? How did we?
I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on Spotify. I'm on YouTube. Just type CoreyMoBeats. See if Corey CoreyMoBeats. Yeah, I'm literally everywhere.
Okay, so you can send stuff to my Facebook page, right?
Yeah, I got most of it on my Facebook page.
But hey,
if you need to find it, I got the links on my Facebook page.
Okay.
I got the links to my Instagram. Instagram is CoreyMoBeats as well. Facebook is my name, which is the Corey. You're gonna have to post that. Yeah. But Instagram CoreyMoBeats. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple.
Okay.
I'm on SoundCloud as well, so it really ain't no excuse for you to say I ain't heard it.
Okay. Hey, you got some people over here say I love how he is really on with his music. One with his music, and then another viewer said those are beats that I could get lost in, and then
Well, hit me up. Tell them to hit me up.
oh,
I
they
send
looking
it to
at
them.
you.
They want.
They looking at you. And then another viewer says, Saturday afternoon chilling in the backyard. Ouch. And then another viewer says,
Perfect.
this is the kind of music I can listen to while I write. Jackie, our technical director, she has written over 20 books. She's an author. So she knows.
Oh,
And you
wow.
were talking about how you like Chinese, you do Chinese beats and all the other different kind of cowboy beats. See that. This is awesome.
I actually have a Western tape, a Western album. It's all country stuff, all country beats with a little flavor to it.
Can you can send that over to my page or what?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can.
send that over because you got us rocking here today. Okay, and then we got a viewer, which are your cousins.
Who?
Says, Corey and Keyshawn.
Okay.
Their mom says my boys are really enjoying this. And she's asking, how can the twins, they twins, reach out to you?
Yeah.
So they want to know how they can reach out to you. So
Facebook or Instagram, like I say, CoreyMoBeats. Instagram is Decorian. It's DC. Facebook is Decorian, DCOREAN. They can go to your page and find me if they need to.
That's right.
I will make a post and tag you in it. Therefore, you can do what you need to do to tag everybody who wants to know.
Okay.
I know I'm being verbal right now. There's no way to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
If I could, I'd put it on the screen for y'all to find it. But CoreyMoBeats is just like that.
Okay.
If you still have a hard time, talk to Aunt Lecture. She'll get you in contact with me.
I give them that phone number.
If you want to.
Yeah, I'll give their mom that phone number. But our time is out. We got 3 more minutes. What do you want us to leave us with? You want to leave us with some music?
I love all y'all. I love all y'all. You want some music?
I want some music.
I'm a teaser. I'm a teaser. I like to tease and make y'all go get it because that's how people did me. So that's how I want y'all to do it. But I just want to make everybody and let everybody know that always admit love from your heart. Always do things with the right mind. Always be positive about every situation you're in, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Always have faith. You cannot move throughout life without faith.
Yes.
You can't do nothing without faith. And always find you somewhere to release your energy positively.
Yeah.
Like mine is music. Yours can be running. Yours can be boxing. Theirs can be football. Whatever you do something positively to release that energy. Don't go yelling and cursing and all that stuff and emitting your energy in wrong ways because you won't get nothing back in return.
Yeah.
The good energy you put out is what you get back. Always remember that because that's what's helped me throughout life.
That's all right.
If you be positive to other people, pray for other people. Don't be talking about people, pray for them. If they got something bad and you want to laugh, but pray for them.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm leaving everybody with, man. And then thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And thank y'all for listening to my music. If y'all go listen to it, and just thank y'all for supporting me.
Yeah.
And I do pay back in time.
Yeah.
If I remember you and you help me out and you done things when I do blow, which I am.
Yes, you are. You're richer than a millionaire already.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Well, thank you, Corey.
Like I said, thank y'all.
Thank you.
I get on here again if you want me to. I ain't scared
you're
no more.
gonna come back on here again. I like the way that you conducted this interview. I just love it, that the fact that sometimes people, when they start moving up in life and things start changing for them, it's like, I'm not gonna mess with that group. I want to just mess with people that already made it. But that's not the way to be.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be doing all the magnificent things that you are now doing, and to just see how you have just flourished, it touches my heart. And the number one thing, and I want you to know that I ain't lecturing me this from the bottom of my heart, is the fact that you agreed to come on here to support my podcasting. So it's nothing that I wouldn't do, for you. I can't make no beats, but I tell you one thing, I can put you out in these airwaves so everybody will know. Everybody will know. Okay? And I will be reaching back out to you. And if there's something you're coming out with new, just reach out to me and call and say, hey, Electra, I got some new albums I'm dropping. Can I come on? And I'll get you on. It's not a problem at all. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Text me and let me know what you need. So when you finalize this post, so that you can have all the information you need to put in the bios or whatever for people to find it. And like I said before, if y'all want to hear my music and y'all want to reach me personally, if y'all need someone to talk to, if y'all need some inspiration, if y'all just any guy, female, whoever, if y'all need some inspiration and positivity, my lines are always open. I'm not one of them. I'm not famous yet, so I can get you. I'm not famous yet, so I will read the messages and I will respond.
Yes.
So I thank y'all again, and I hope to be on this again.
You're gonna be, so you don't have to keep hoping. You already got a spot whenever you want to come. Whenever, because
if you need me before I'm ready, you hit me up. If you need me before I'm ready, you just want me on here. Then you know.
I do. All right.
Thank you, and I love y'all, and I love you.
I love you too.
And y'all have a good day.
Okay. And tell her I said she can